Devin Haney never has an original idea of his own. Every single thing you see Devin Haney do, he steals from Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what the man does. Well, now the man is stealing from Ryan Garcia. Y'all know how Ryan Garcia go on Twitter Spaces every single day to speak his mind. That is what Ryan Garcia does. Well, Devin Haney decided to do a Twitter Space and it came off cringe as hell. Y'all already know Devin Haney is not a good speaker. The man ain't got no character. The man is kind of corny. Devin Haney was trying to explain to everybody how we gonna get an early stoppage against Ryan Garcia.
The world will see how easy I make this fight look. And he gets very anxious. And that's for me to capitalize on you know, him making those mistakes, him being over anxious, him, you know, the world will see. And he gonna run into something early and I'm gonna hurt him early. Same thing like Regis. So I think it's gonna be early because I know what type of, you know, fight plan that he's trying to come with.
Talking clearly is not Devin Haney's thing. This is why Devin Haney doesn't speak, because he comes off corny as hell. Devin Haney hasn't had a knockout in 5 years. What makes y'all think he's gonna knock out Ryan Garcia in this upcoming fight? You know damn well Devin is not dropping Ryan Garcia, especially early. He only saying that because he saw Tank Davis drop Ryan Garcia early. Stop the damn cat.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Mark my words, Devin Haney will never do a Twitter Space again, but I bet y'all Bill Haney gonna jump on them Twitter Spaces. Bill Haney, at 89 years old, will jump on Twitter Spaces soon, just so he can hear himself talk.
I don't have no victim mentality.
And Rolly Romero clearly got no shame in his damn game. The man ain't got no shame at all. Rolly Romero actually made a chain out of his WBA belt that he stole from Ismael Barroso. Everybody knows that Rolly Romero did not win this title. Yet the man is so proud of stealing a belt from that 100-year-old man that he actually got a chain made out of it.
Southpaw's a piece of shit person.
Nah, you the piece of shit person for acting like you won that belt. You should be ashamed of your damn self wearing a chain of a belt that you did not win. Rolly Romero was actually eating cheesecake on his Instagram. He trying to say that he's so in shape that he can eat cheesecake and still make weight on Friday. Disgraceful.
He just a dumbass fighter.
This dude is doing interviews talking about how he gonna knock out Isaac Pitbull Cruz in 30 seconds. Even Leonard Ellaby is banking on Rolly Romero to put Isaac Pitbull Cruz to sleep. I'm standing on my prediction. I got Isaac Pitbull Cruz stopping Rolly, knocking his ass out 4 rounds or less. It might go 6, but I'm gonna have to stick to 4 rounds. Rolly Romero is a straight bum in my opinion. Rolly Romero, the weakest champion ever. The man is a weaker champion than Devin Haney, and that's saying a lot. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is gonna crush Rolly on Saturday. If you think otherwise, you do not know the sport of boxing. Pitbull Cruz is tough as hell. Rolly Romero is soft.
I think Southpaw's funny as fuck.
Pitbull Cruz has been doing interviews talking about how he gonna punish Rolly Romero. Rolly thinks this is a joke. Every time Rolly gets in front of a camera, he only make himself look worse. Hey yo, Rolly, when are you gonna take the sport of boxing serious, bro? You trolled your way to a Gervonta Davis fight. That is the only reason that you got a Tank fight. Not based off your talent, but based off your ability to troll. Rolly is your prime example of the era that we living in. You don't even have to be good to be on a pay-per-view fight. All you gotta do is be corny and cringe like Rolly Romero.
Tank hit that nigga. Boom.
Call me crazy if you want. I don't care what none of y'all say. Half of y'all don't know a damn thing about boxing anyway. Pitbull Cruz is gonna crush Rolly Romero. Mark my words, I stand on what I say. Pitbull Cruz by devastating knockout.
They all female. We'll see.
And somebody sent me this on Twitter. Shout out to buddy who sent me this. I forgot your name, bro. Real talk. But it shows that Errol Spence actually liked the tweet that says, Derrick James wanted pay-per-view percentage, but Errol Spence was not going for that. That is why Errol Spence is rumored to have split with Coach Derrick James.
I will embarrass you, little nigga.
Now, why would Errol Spence like a tweet like this? Errol Spence, when he first got his ass whooped by Bud Crawford, made zero excuses. Then all of a sudden, Errol Spence started making up excuses. Errol Spence, in my opinion, is a sad situation in boxing. But now it makes a whole bunch of sense as to why Derrick James went on Cigar Talk talking about how he want to make Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford too, because he knows what's gonna happen.
I would say this: if you're gonna fight, I would think that would be a fight to fight. Only because, I mean, you know, if you're gonna fight, that's what I would think.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, cause it's like, you know, nobody else, you know, you can move in another direction, but, you know.
Now, why would Derrick James want to see Errol Spence in that ring with Bud Crawford again? It is very simple. He want to see Errol Spence get that ass whooped again. Usually when a fighter loses, he's always looking for somebody to blame. It looks like Errol Spence is low-key blaming Derrick James for that loss.
But you need to concentrate.
And since everybody noticed that Errol Spence liked this tweet, Errol Spence actually unliked the tweet. Errol Spence low-key is sending shots at Derrick James. I couldn't tell y'all why, but I think it's a classless move by Errol Spence. Errol Spence used to be one of my favorite fighters. Now I can't stand Buddy. The man ain't got no class, no dignity, and no self-respect. Very disgraceful move by Errol Spence Jr. And let's be real. Low-key, I hope that Errol Spence does rematch Terrence Bud Crawford, just so Bud Crawford could stop the man again and send Errol Spence into retirement.
That's fuck the motherfuckers, man.
It's very sad how a man could go from one of your favorite fighters to one of the most hated men in the sport of boxing. Hopefully they make that rematch happen, just so I can see Errol Spence stopped again.
I know Southpaw TV.
Reporting.